Welcome, 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 cellar dwellers, to the Matthew Street channel. I am your host, Matthew Street, and I really appreciate you being here live from the cavern in my parents' basement. And folks, I was not going to make this video. I truly was not. But three of my buddies here in the vinyl music Beatles community made a video on this. I saw their videos over the last 24 hours, and I said, you know what, Matt? Make a video. Why not give your take on this release? So, my three buddies were Richard the Music Maniac, Alan C. Records, and Mean Mr. Mayo. Yes, they all made videos on this topic, and I enjoyed their videos so much I said I'm going to make one too. Folks, you know the news. If you haven't heard it already, where you been? Hiding under a rock? Because McCartney 3, the gift that just keeps on giving. Keeps on giving and giving and giving. It surely does, folks. It won't go away, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's like a machine. It keeps rolling on and on and on. I mean, I didn't even take everything out, folks. I mean, we've got multicolored vinyl, all kinds of different colored vinyl, and for me I don't have them all. But some people do, and if I had them all, it would be covering the whole screen here with all the different colored vinyl that we have of McCartney 3. We have multicolored dice, and I'll say dice because it's plural, because there's so many different colors. You got red, green, yellow, red, yellow, white. I mean, there's multicolored die or dice on the covers of this thing. You got, I can't show the gatefolds, but you got alternate gatefold picture collages that we had to try to collect. We have alternate rear covers. I could show you a couple of them here. You got this rear cover. You have this rear cover. And you have this rear cover of Paul's. It looks like he's sleeping. I mean, you've got, what else you got here? We have it all. We even have McCartney 3 reimagined with all these different artists and a different picture of Paul, covering Paul's McCartney 3. We even have, we've even got a Japanese version of McCartney 3 with all the extra bonus cuts and everything all on one disc. And yes, oh yes, crullers, donuts. What else we got? Cannolis, everything. Yes, I have my McCartney 3 pastry boxes. Oh yeah, I have my pastry boxes, folks. Don't worry. Got plenty of those too. So I'm as guilty as anyone of purchasing and being part of the McCartney 3 frenzy. I truly am, folks. I really, really am. But an interesting release is coming out. And as I said, my three buddies, Joe, Alan, and Richard, all did videos on this. Thank you, fellas. Record Store Day, it was announced at Record Store Day, April 23rd, that a new 12-inch release in the UK only would be coming out of Women Wives, which is a great song, I believe, on the McCartney 3 album, one of the great ones on there. And that this new release would come out April 23rd, like I said, just in the UK. But then new information followed that saying, no, it's going to come into the United States because on June 18th, which is another Record Store Day, there will be a 12-inch single release of Women Wives, Paul on side A, his version, and then on side 2 would be the St. Vincent version from McCartney 3 reimagined. So you got Paul's version on side 1, St. Vincent's version on side 2 of this release. Now, it looks like a great release. I'll try to put a little thumbnail of it in the header of this video, but it has a nice, beautiful, well-shot silhouette, like at a sunset or sunrise, of Paul's wife, Nancy, on the cover of this 12-inch single. It's going to be limited to 3,000 copies, and also a first ever Record Store Day is going to start naming songs of the year. And the inaugural song of the year for Record Store Day is going to be Women Wives by Paul McCartney. So kudos to Paul for that accomplishment and being the first to get that honor. So that's great. So Folks, it's coming, and I just had to throw my 2 cents in there because, at first I told, I think I was communicating with Alan C. Records about it. And check out Alan's channel when you get a chance, Alan C. Records. Check out Richard, the Music Maniac. Check out Joe, Mean Mr. Mayo. 3 great guys. I was talking to Alan, though, briefly about it and messages back and forth. And I'm like, Alan, I don't know if I'm going to be part of this, and I may be out. I says, I'm kind of McCartney 3 burned out and whatnot. But I've thought about it a little bit, folks, and here's my take. I have a very busy life with caring for my dad and other major responsibilities in my life, which pull me away many times. So I don't know if I could go to like Record Store Day and stand there and wait to get. I'm hoping I can get a copy, and the way I will put it now is, if I can get a copy, if for some reason I'm able to locate one, or maybe I'll try to do I don't know if they'll do any online pre-ordering or ordering after it's out. I will try to get Women and Wives on the 12-inch single. I think the cover is beautiful. It'll be a nice addition to the collection. I do enjoy the song. Not the biggest fan of the St. Vincent version, but just to have the 12-inch of it, I will make an attempt, okay? If I don't get it, I'm not going to stress over it, because as you know, as I've always told you folks, I'm not a completist. I don't have everything. I certainly don't have every version of this. I mean, there's 14, 15, 16 multicolored variations of it. Do not have them. Will never have them. I'm happy with what I have. I've got my pastry box. I've got my several CD colors, versions, variations, and I'm happy with that. It's a good album. It's a great Paul album. If it ends up being his final album, I think it's a nice testament to his career, ending on McCartney 3, starting with McCartney 1, McCartney 2, and everything in between. I think it's a fine way to end his recording career, if in fact it's his final album. So I will make an attempt to get Women and Wives on a 12-inch, but I'm not going to do backflips to get it, if you get my drift. You know what I mean? So if it comes my way, great. If it doesn't, no biggie. I don't have every 12-inch single by all the solo Beatles anyway, so I'm not going to lose sleep over it. But I think it is a nice release. So yes, Matt Street's take is that this is a nice release, a pleasant release to be out there for people to get excited about and look forward to. And as I said, we'll see how it goes. If I get one, great. If I don't, no biggie. All right, folks, that's it. That's my little take on the Women and Wives 12-inch release coming in the United States on June 18th, which is Paul's 80th birthday. Now, I think that's pretty cool that they're going to release it on Paul's birthday. And for those of you outside the United States, I guess it's coming out April 23rd in the UK, limited to 3,000. Now, I don't know if that means 3,000 total, everything UK, everything US in June, or we're getting 3,000 here in the US in June. The UK release will be 3,000, 6,000 total. I don't know how that's going to work. So anyway, folks, thanks for being here. Truly appreciate it. Live from the cavern in my parents' basement, this is Matthew Street signing off. And keep Beatling, keep rocking. Bye-bye, everyone.